Okay. Everything's live, it looks like. Yeah, we're streaming there. And it is the 23rd, 2:52 p.m. No, it's not. I think it's the 24th, honestly. I think my clock back here is screwed. I honestly think it is. I have no idea. It's Tuesday. And I think Lanigan died the 22nd. I think that might have been Saturday. It's like the 24th, 25th. I don't know. The nothing. Everybody assumes that the goal of the universe is to do something, to achieve a goal, to go somewhere. What if it was to return back to sleep? To dream? What if this is all a dream? A shared dream. They've done tests and they've studied basically at if nothing else at the quantum and molecular level, we're all atoms, right? So that suggests that we are all truly one. We are energy. So everything we do to ourselves. If you deny your neighbor bread, you starve yourself. That energy is you. The bum doing nothing is you. It's a part of you you don't want to look at. It's a part of you that you hate, the procrastination in you. It's just made manifest somewhere outside. It is a mirror of you. And you find yourself disgusted by you. You make rules and laws to stop you from being you. To literally kill. I watched in Idaho, I believe it was today. There was a town hall meeting. Sorry, a Gestapo meeting. Because town halls include the town being able to talk. This was a lecture about how things are going now. And a lady spoke up and wasn't terrible. Wasn't horrible. She didn't say like fuck you. You guys are a bunch of commie bastards. It was nothing like that. Something very simple. Something like what you're doing is illegal and unconstitutional. And a sheriff out of his sheriff uniform. It was the sheriff. He's dressed in a black jacket that looks like it just came out of the pressing, like they just bought the security team matching black stuff, like they haven't had a chance to wear it in and break it in. You know what I mean? Like a uniform looks crisp. It didn't look crisp. It looked like it just got unpacked. And he's got a black hat with a black badge on it, and then it says sheriff in black, and it has a black thing, and he's the only one with markers. And he is pulling the lady. We have First Amendment right under the Constitution. The guy on the stage, having seen the other town halls devolve into yelling matches, which are making the Republicans look stupid, dumb. It's angering other Republicans that are like, this isn't what we voted for. This is unconstitutional. This is the shit we accused them of doing. I didn't know my job was a DEI job. I thought I meant those other ones, those people that are not useful to society. You know. Not me. I'm useful to. Oh, I'm not useful to. Okay, well, I don't. I like DEI. Let's just keep that. I didn't vote for this. Technically, you did. So when she won't get up, the sheriff starts pulling on her arm. She doesn't hurt him. She doesn't fight back. Matter of fact, he might have even been. She asked for his badge. Who are you? I want to see your badge. And he is just yanking on her arm, trying to get her out of the seat. He's obviously too weak to fucking do it. So he backs out of the aisle, points at two other guys, points at her, and they start getting in her face. They're younger men. Same black clothing. And she's like, who the fuck are you? Get your hands off of me. Stop touching me. Get your hand. Who are you? I want to see your badge. Who the fuck are you? Come on, you're being asked to leave. I don't care. Who are you? Come on, man. Let's get. No one's identifying. And no one stepped up to help. Oh, all the phones came out to record and make sure his identity was caught. But they basically brought out fucking zip ties. They literally brought out zip ties. Drug her out of the fucking auditorium while the guy on stage mocked. Oh, look at the little girl. She's all brave to talk up, but now she doesn't want to face the consequences. The consequences? That's what she said. She said, is this a town hall or a lecture? Because the guy's like, look, we're not going to have you guys talk. Like, that's what a town hall is. Everyone in the audience, like, that's what a town hall is. No, we're going to tell you. And she goes, is this a town hall or is this a lecture? Sheriff, okay, let's go. And he stops the entire fucking lecture town hall to mock her while fucking guys dressed in black clothes who will not identify themselves are yanking her out of the chair, and not one person laid a hand on them. Stop! 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 She has a right! Stop! This is basically what they're doing. Stop! 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 I know there's 30 of us. Look how many phones are on you right now. Flashes, cameras, everything coming out. No one did shit! What if they took her out the back and shot her? At least you got a good fucking photo of who did it! Oh yeah, she's still fucking dead, by the way. But we know exactly who did this. I'm a hero. I got a picture of their face. Motherfucker, you better dig 2 graves if you start doing that shit around me. Seriously, you better. I don't give a fuck, cop or what. You think I'm bullshitting? They put all rise for the judge. He was late. I didn't fucking stand up. Fuck him, honorable my ass. If I'm late by an hour, a bench warrant's issued for my arrest, I gotta call you fucking honorable. Fuck you. And I dare you to ask me why I didn't stand up. I'm gonna tell you to your fucking face, Your Honor. Because you don't fucking scare me. The most you can do is put this skin in jail. He controls everything else, fuck ass. And we'll see what he has to say about all this. I personally am done with humanity. I now understand the flood in a way I never understood before. There's just no hope for some of you fucking assholes, because the people on the other side that were wanting, half of the audience wanted it, and the other half of the audience filmed. So none did anything to interject in your so-called land of free speech. Fuck you. Fuck your Constitution. Fuck America. Come get me. That's my religion. My religion is America is the beast. No, then why did Donald Trump change the name back? Drove the beast around, You know, Joe Biden changed it from the beast. You know, Ronald Reagan named it the beast. Ronald Reagan, Ronald 6, whatever his fucking middle name is, 6, Reagan 6. You guys have no fucking clue what's going on at all, man. You are so fucking blind with what you fucking believe and what you've been told to believe that you never fucking use your brains. Aside to remember shit they tell you to do and then you call yourself smart. Reciting facts is not smart. Building shit from nothing is not smart. The combination of the two. Taking shit that you can remember, applying it to new shit. Not just, well, I can make a new carburetor that works faster than that. And I can make a new fucking car! It doesn't need a carburetor. Or gasoline, asshole. I've already designed it. I've designed a perpetual motion machine that can generate energy. I've designed an electronic drum set that emulates a real drum set in every fucking way. That's what I do. I've understood since the explanation of the Electoral College that voting is rigged, and you guys are surprised? When you're fucking one guy, you didn't notice that fucking all the other ones. You didn't notice, Clinton, you didn't notice Reagan, you didn't notice all those other ones going back. Just the one you care about, right? But you're smart and you pay attention, you do your research, right? Fuck you, you're so fucking dumb. I don't even care if anyone tunes into this shit because this is the truth. And no one likes the truth. Not even me! Why do you think I do so many fucking drugs? Because I have to get this fucked up. Just to slow my processes down. To function at your fucking level without wanting to kill myself. While everyone tells me I'm crazy, and slowly but surely you guys prove me right after right after right, but because I don't have the fucking numbers. Because I don't have the exact fucking names. Or exactly when it's going to happen. I'm crazy. Then time and time again, scientists, politicians, and everybody proves me correct. And you guys go, oh, that's what you meant? And I'm like, motherfucker, I know what you thought I meant. The translation isn't a problem. Me understanding you isn't the fucking problem. Well, you didn't explain it simply. I use the exact same fucking words that Neil deGrasse Tyson and all these other fucking assholes do, only I don't say I'm positive. I don't say I'm sure, and I don't break out any numbers. Theirs is still a theory. It's still not proven. You understand that? You can have all the fucking numbers. I can show you a whole equation of all my shit. That doesn't make it true. If you don't know what the weird shaped E is, if you don't know what the fucking R there to the 15th, 17th power, what the fuck is all that? Do you even know? But no, he shows it to you and goes, wow, he's smarter than me. What else you got? You give those motherfuckers 10 hours of your time, an hour of your day, fucking once, 3 times a week. Joe fucking Rogan, are you shitting me? Captain Eat a fucking Bug, Captain going on fucking stage he's explaining that the whole reason he did Fear Factors because he didn't have shit to do that day and he was stoned. Joe Rogan, Mr. fucking sell his goddamn soul for $100 million. That Joe Rogan? You give him 3 hours at a time? The guy's been consistently right since the fucking 90s. Oh, I didn't know you meant that. Fuck you. And then I come up with another thing, like, there's no way that's going to happen. I'm like, that's what you said the last 5 fucking times. When you're going to just go ahead and accept I'm right. Every time we get to one, I didn't know that's what you meant. I'm like, okay, since that's true, and I've been saying that for the last 5 times, that being true, I've already worked out what's now is going to happen now. No, that's, you don't know what you're talking about. Scientists come by later, Vaughn, fucking prove exactly what the fuck I'm saying. They're all working on reverse time now. They're all working on negative time now. Because that's the only way to understand superpositioning, to know where it will be in the far future, in the far past. I'm going to explain to you in as brief and quickly as possible. I have my thing right here. Bam. That's the whole fucking definition of the goddamn entire fucking universe. A universe starting with everything, including a consciousness. It begins to realize what things about itself. It holds the mirror up to itself, realizes what it purifies. Like a guy going to the gym. Like any person, like any human going to the gym. They're huge, they're big, they haven't really worked out or anything, but they can. So they go and they start getting fit. Like, dude, I've lost fucking 50 pounds. I look great now. You look in the mirror and like, I can do better. 50 pounds in fucking a week. Just keep this going. Dude, I'm down 400 pounds. 4 months. Let's keep this going. Wait, I can tone these muscles to a specific shape. Let's keep that going. And it's slowly, the universe slowly refines itself. PBS, I've been saying this for fucking 30 years now. Granted, the CTMU by Christopher Langan. Kudos to you, sir. Filled a lot of holes. Just with fact and proof. His CTMU, Cognitive Theoretical Model of the Universe. Explains it all. He has the math to prove it all. If you listen to him, he sounds pissed. It's because he's talking to a bunch of fucking dumbasses that don't understand what the fuck they're saying. They're more interested in trying to prove that he has a 200 IQ. What does that matter? If I have a 5 IQ and I'm right, I'm fucking right. If I have a 1 IQ, 1 o'clock, and it's 1 o'clock. Does it matter that I have a fucking 700 IQ? Negative 50 IQ? I had enough sense to look in my clock, read it, and tell you exactly the truth. There's so many people like, are you familiar with, because more than likely his cognitive theoretical model of the universe, 1 includes God, which science does not want to acknowledge. They want the miracle to start the rest. Grant us 1 miracle, and we'll explain all the rest. Grant us 1 miracle, and then we'll create a robot that can jump through all the different possibilities in time, including no God, and spit out us the truth of how the universe got here. There's a God. I paid you $60 million to fail me, is what they're doing. That's not finding science wherever the fucking logic goes. That's telling science where you want it to go. Exact same thing you accuse religion of. You get done building this incredible jacked, ripped, and you're still alone. Well, you're going to the gym and you really like everything, but you get to a point where it's so fucking depressing out there, you just want to go home and go to bed. Maybe start it again tomorrow. Maybe there'll be some people at the gym. Oh, there are people at the gym. Okay, maybe there'll be some good people at the gym. Hey, there's starting to be some good people at the gym. Right, you and you. Yeah, exactly. We didn't start like that. We're not maintaining it. We're building toward. Yeah, you get. Okay, good. Hey, you guys, at least help them. Don't fucking. Okay, if we got rid of these fucking assholes, this gym, and everything would be exactly. Wait, where'd all the assholes go? Who cares? Okay, so this is how we work on this back. This is how I got those going. Okay, we want to get these muscles right here. Okay, cool. Who else? Think about it hard. Was there anybody else ever here? No, there was never anybody else here. So let's keep going. I know I had a weird dream about that shit too. It's like a deja vu. I don't know what it is, but I mean from time to time, yeah. So anyways, when we're doing the muscles, when we're doing these right here, we want to do this right there. No, there's no payments or anything. You just gotta get healthier. Yeah, there's fruit trees and stuff all outside because we weren't stupid and just put them all in one place. We're only one group of people, like Dole, can get their hands on it. We didn't cordon off the strawberries to old man McDonald's farm. We didn't put all the carrots in one location and all the corn in one location. We spread that shit out all over everyone. Matter of fact, that's kind of your only fucking job, is to tend to your own garden and to show up at the party with something. Fish, sure. You might want to watch the meat and stuff, it's not that we don't like it, but some of the people there are kind of more vegetarian, but just, just don't be like, running around. Right, we're just being nice to other people. It's nothing on you. They don't care, but it's kind of like, can you imagine a compassionate person who doesn't want to see a fly getting squished? And then you're just right in front of them, just beating cats and, So just be kind of it's just like you wouldn't want them going, celery's the only way to go. You're going to eat that shit. You don't want that, so just don't do that to them either. And the party keeps a rolling all night long. I said, somebody's got to write another song, because this one sucks. I'm so fucking tired. Thing is, my name is Sean Battle. Not Sean got his ass kicked. Not Sean ran away. Not Sean quit. So I'm tired. It's not gonna stop me. I'm sick and tired. I'm not gonna quit. Because you don't know who I work for. And you put me here for a reason. And it's not the one you think. Sometimes you just gotta be right, you know? Sometimes you just gotta make sure. You know? Sometimes you just gotta be sure. And when all the angels turn to devils, you gotta be sure. You're not gonna treat him that way, are you? It's how you treat the least of you that shows how your civilization is. I see how this place treats the least of us. The lowly, the wretched, the ugly, the unwanted, the unneeded. I see how you treat us. I know what you think about us. And Dad's been watching the whole time. Trust me. You lack conviction. So it's only words you say. That can be taken multiple ways. It's only words, is what you said to me. But you lack conviction. So it's only words you say to me. You lack conviction. So it's only words you say. As if there was a difference when the thoughts seem to convey. Well, lo and behold, it's all the same. Broken Bowels on My Way Down by Geardma. Anyone not quite understanding, you can go back and look over some of my videos. Anytime I'm talking about God, universe, reality, look how fucked up I am. Look at my eyes drifting and drifting out. And listen to the words coming out of my mouth and see if they sound any less clear than right now. I have to get this fucked up to deal with this shitty fucking world. To slow down enough to deal with the fucking stupidity. Do you understand I can't even explain to you. To quote Mark Lanigan, around and round you go. They'll never know what you've seen. You want to know why I'm kind of, I'm wondering about that. I'm kind of getting the feeling of not. And so I tend to listen to not. There's certain stuff I can talk about, and there's certain stuff I'm not allowed to talk about. When I can talk about certain things that I know, that I feel, because one can never know, you can only know, like I said. Yep, I knew that was going to happen. Until it happens, you don't know. Until it happens, you don't know you knew. 5 seconds, it's going to, in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. See, I knew that was going to happen. You didn't know it because at 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's supposed to happen. Looks like you don't know shit. One thing changes. One thing changes in your infinite wisdom. Woe unto them that sing the vain thing. One thing changes. The entire world's in chaos because you built your entire world around knowing every goddamn thing. Instead of knowing how to know how the pieces move and adapt in real time. Improvise. Sure, you know how the song goes. That's why we always laugh and kind of giggle when the singer decides to do something silly on stage and change the lyrics. Because that's not how the song goes. That's how you know it's live. That's how you know it's real. That's how you know that guy's a real person. Jerry Cantrell. What's the thing? Lane's up there. Feed my eyes. Jerry Cantrell. Now you suck my cock. He's alive. That's not a robot back there. That's not a jukebox. That is not how the song goes. Chris Cornell. He goes to perform Black Hole Sun and everyone's singing at him. He's like, should I just go home? I can put on the track and you guys, the guys can step here. Or, you know what? Watch the performances. He doesn't sing it like on the fucking thing. He always changes something because it's his fucking song. While he appreciates the singing back, it's like, why am I here? You're drowning me out. I get it. I appreciate it. But you're drowning me out. I can't hear me. Because you're all singing off key. I'm going hungry! That was I'm going hungry. Trying to sound like Chris Cornell, but can't hit that. That Chris Cornell fucking note, man. The sweet ass banshee fucking voice of his. Fuck. He killed himself. Oh, you're not supposed to say that. Chris Cornell. 57-year-old male. Brilliant musician. Was carrying a sadness that took him away. If you watch his videos, you kind of find out. Blow up the outside world. Says everything. If you stop listening to the lyrics and start looking to what the images are, he's tied up in a Jesus-style pose as they're experimenting and fucking with his brain. As I show him images of what life should be compared to what his real life is, and the disconnect. Then you see all kinds of what they want you to believe versus what reality, and they try to pluck that out of your brain and show you what you ought to think and how to be a good citizen. He's dressed in a suit rather than the clothes that Chris Cornell usually would wear. Slowly but surely, he starts to go insane. You see the change. He's fighting it at first. Then he sees the worse the world fucking gets, the higher his penthouse is. And there's one escape. I can't do anything about you. I can do something about me. I can blow up the outside world. Burrow down and blow up the outside. Nothing seems to kill me, no matter how hard I try. Nothing seems to break me no matter how high I fall. Nothing can break me at all. Nothing can do me in before I do myself. So save your prayers for the ones you can help. Someone try to tell me something. Don't let the world bring you down. Has anyone else seen The Day I Tried to Live and think about maybe it wasn't the day he tried to live, it was the day he tried to die? The day I tried to live, I wallowed in the blood and mud with all the other pigs. And I learned that I was a liar, just like you. I stole 1,000 beggars' change and gave it to the rich. Maybe he's cashing a check. He's a poetic guy. This is a guy that he hears a thump on his house. Goes out to see what it is. It's a bird smashed right into his fucking window, and it's got a broken neck and cannot fly, and it's dying in front of him. So he gets a fucking brick and ends its misery. And it fucks him up so bad he goes in and he writes a song just like suicide. Heard it from another room. Eyes were waking up just to fall asleep. Love's like suicide. Dazed out in a garden bed with a broken neck lays my broken gift just like suicide. With eyes of blood and bitter blue, how I feel for you. She lived like a murder, how she flies so sweetly. She lived like a murder of crows, but she died just like suicide. Bit down on the bullet now, I had a taste so sour, I had to think of something sweet. Safe outside my gilded cage, with an ounce of pain, I wield a ton of rage. When my last ditch was my last brick, lent to finish her. You guys aren't listening, man. You sing along. Does anyone know how the story really goes? How the story really goes? Or do they all just hum along? Scott Weiland. Orange Crush, mama, it's a gas, gas, gas. Pardon me. There's so many people that are just listening. They aren't hearing. Because pop music is designed to be very superficial. The other day, I was walking down the street. Who are you? Minded of you in every eye that I meet. It wasn't just fun when we were between the sheets. I'm about to fucking puke. I hate, man, I'm listening to pop music going, as they say the one line, I'm like, die. Care. In the Air. Bear was going to be the other one I was going to go with, yeah. So you feel like you know the song immediately. It doesn't take any thinking. What's he trying to say by that? You don't have to go into their world at all. You can just superficially browse their catalog and use music as a background soundtrack to your life. As long as the chorus is catchy. Future's so bright. Gotta wear shades. I study nuclear science. I love my classes. Got a crazy teacher. He wears dark glasses. Things are going great. And they're only getting better. I'm doing all right, getting good grades. My future's so bright. I gotta wear shades. I study nuclear science. And my future's so bright, I gotta wear shades. That's what they meant. 80s like, I know a pop tune when I hear one. My future is bright. I study nuclear science. No, you don't. I love my classes. No, you don't. Got a crazy teacher who wears dark. I did have a crazy teacher who wore dark glasses. His name was. We're not gonna go into that because he was the shit. I would never betray him. We called him Lamb Chop. The motherfucker had lamb chop. Fucking dude was the shit. Dude was the shit. Okay, so this teacher I had, he was a history teacher. All the kids loved him. I never knew why because I never had his class. He was like a senior teacher. And I've given you names. You don't know shit. You don't know nothing. I'm not busting nobody out. I would never do that. What do you know? Did I say in college? Did I say in high school? Did I say in elementary school? Where was it? Senior. Yeah. Senior in college. Did I trade schools? Did I graduate from... I moved from Oakland. When? All right. So never mind. All right. So, you're just going down the hallway. I can remember going down the hallways long before I ever took his class. And there's just blasting 98 rocks, man. Classic rock. Leonard Skinner, all that shit. Led Zeppelin. Early in the morning, man. Just jamming, dude. It's fucking great. It was great. All of his students are very happy being in class. Fine and get him as a teacher. His entire class, his entire show, his entire thing. Door shuts, bell rings, he does roll call, hands out these pieces of paper that basically have. Okay, it's got like all these things and these blanks in the spot. Turns off the light, turns on TV, puts on history fucking show. And in the fucking thing, it follows along on the paper with what the guy's saying on TV. And like I do is fill in the blank when he says in 1847, blah, 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 Fort Sumter. Sumter was, you know what I mean? That's all you gotta do. And you don't do that? Weekly, he holds huge after school bonus. Okay, so after you do that for all week, yeah, he hands out a test that basically looks exactly the same. The blank is, the blanks are moved. You're allowed to use your notes you've taken all week. Turn in the fucking test. Everyone fucking loved this fucking teacher. He was a shit. And if you were so fucked up that you couldn't get that shit right, you're such a fuck up. You cannot get that right, which happens. He would have weekly these bonus things, huge amounts of bonus points to help you catch up. It's after school. It's like an hour or two. It's the exact same thing. Just different papers with different slots. So it can't be like, it's not the exact same thing. You just have different, and you just got to watch the thing, turn it in, and get like an 80 or more. And everyone fucking loved this guy. So I won't say I fucked off or anything, but I mean, I had I want to get my grade a bit higher. I had like an A, but I wanted a high grade. Senior, yeah. So my friend was going to it anyways, and so I decided to go. He asked me if I want to go smoke a joint. I'm like, no, I don't want to go smoke a joint, dude. I don't smoke at school. It's one rule I've always had until my last day. And I realized that I made a very good choice by not doing that. So I go to class and I'm sitting there and he's like, save me a seat. And I'm like, I can't just fucking save you a seat. I'm a boyfriend. Fuck off, dude. No, I'm not saving you a fucking seat. The fuck? So I go find a spot where there's open spots. I'm like, if you get here in time, you get, because you had to get there in time. If you didn't get there in time, because a lot of people just wanted, extra points. A lot of people fucked off in class and didn't just slept. He didn't care. You just make it up by coming to these things, and he just didn't care. You could shift like if it was your first hour and you just want to sleep an extra hour at school. He did not care, and you'd still pass, and you still get if you paid attention, you still get a really good education. I can remember things usually on the first go through. I can watch a video like that and come back and be like, dude, I saw this thing. It was 1846, 47. I'll have to check it up, but it was 1840 somewhere around there. And then I'll tell you all the shit that happened in the fucking video. Now, according to this, I wasn't there because this is supposed to be 1840. Looks like it matters between 1840 and 1850. It's in the 1840s, okay? Cool? We good? Okay, you got the idea? Right, the N-word is very popular. Anyways, on to go. So it worked perfect. It was the perfect kind of class for me. Perfect kind of class. Like I said, other people fucked off, like this guy. Like he needed to be there. Instead, he's out smoking a joint. Said he wasn't smoking a joint. He was smoking a fucking Primo. Laced. He knew it. It's their new thing that they got into. I'm glad I didn't go with them. I'm not into that shit. I'm an herbal kind of guy. I like my mushrooms. I like my tobacco. I like my naturals. And I like my LSD. But that's synthetic from grain. Anyway, so, mushrooms, grain, ergot. Ergot, forgot. Come on, I take, penicillin. I've taken pain meds. I like aspirin. It's not like I know it has to be holistic. If you don't have, do you have some Tamara root? I don't fucking do that shit. No, I'll fucking go ahead and pop a couple of Advil. Yeah, I'll take a couple of Advil from time to time. Tylenol. 3 or 4. Tylenol. Just a swim. Just a swim. Someone who isn't me. I heard some things about some things that you can do with grapefruit juice and Tylenol and stuff like that. I hear. While I was swimming, someone who is not me told me that the friend who is not me that wanted something, they don't know where to give, how to do it. That's cool. Just swimming. Everybody's just swimming, Sea of distress. See, in the midst of all fucking, that's why I do this, because this is the same shit that I do at my house. Like I was in the living room trying to decide whether or not I wanted to go do this. Because there's so much more I wanted to say, and it's like, don't talk about that, and that's fine. I'm like, all I'm doing is sitting here talking about shit any fucking ways, and like, at least this way I have like a reason why I'm sitting here yelling. If it's someone were to knock on the door, are you okay? Oh, I'm podcasting. Oh, yeah. You can't hear their side of the conversation, but they're getting mad at me. It's all good. Why are you hollering? Quote Cat Williams. Why are you hollering? I gotta make jokes about it, man, and then I fucking lose my shit. But like, yeah, this is what I do. Sit around, get stoned, think about shit, talk about shit, solve problems that no one really is thinking about. No one really wants to think about or bother with. It's getting to the point where I watch the news now just to get the sides of what's going on so I can cipher out the truth. Pro-fracking won't tell you the dangers. Anti-fracking won't tell you the good. So you have to watch both of them to find out what the truth is. It's not about believing anybody. It's about learning the patterns. The patterns of mainstream media are so blatant and so obvious. The main thing you have to worry about is not them lying to you. It's not that they're lying to you. It's what they're not telling you. Understand? Pretty much the stuff they lie to you about is kind of inconsequential, to be completely honest, compared to what they're not telling you. And that's the point. You're so tied in knots correcting the record of what they did say that you don't pay any attention to the 7 stories that slid by. If it bleeds, it leads. How long is the news? No. The news should be as long as it takes to get you the accurate information. But you afford them a certain amount of time. You'll only give them a bit amount of your time, right? You want it quick, you want the overview of the news, and you want to get the fuck out of there. You want something that's going to reinforce your world beliefs already that you have. Something that's going to tell you that you're on the right track. To not worry. To not be afraid of life. Right? The murders happen in another town. Or be afraid. And what to be afraid of. What to watch out for. That's what you want from the news. And like I said, the big disgusting thing what you want from the government is someone to tell you what the fuck to do. Democrat, no. You want Kamala to do it. You're telling me what to do by not telling me what to do so that way I can make up my own mind that America's the best country. And who gave you that idea? Oh, I see what you're saying. Previously held beliefs, they reinforced the previously held beliefs I already had before that. Yeah, I've never been outside the country. I don't know if this is the best country or not. I don't know if you're allowed to say fuck you in China. They tell me you can't. They showed me that kid getting caned and they didn't show me. They didn't broadcast the caning. But I remember they fucked him up real good, didn't they? Remember all the whelps all over his back and shit when he came back and he was all fucked up? No, I don't remember any pictures of that. I could probably go look and find out though, but I don't remember seeing any pictures of that. I mean, just because it's a leg doesn't mean it's his leg necessarily. It's kind of like in the TARDIS, you know? I show you the phone booth outside and me going inside the phone booth, and then when I show you me walking through a door, you go, oh, fuck, it's big inside that phone booth. God damn, look how big this phone booth is inside of it. That's crazy. I guarantee that came from a fucking person doing set design. Because they build the sets, as long as the sets are inside, but they need to show you a like nondescript building so you get the idea of where it's fucking located. If you ever notice watch shows, they show establishing shot, New York, Chicago, Philadelphia, whatever the fuck it is, L.A. Then they show us like, you know, more closer down, more personal, like and then they show like the outside of where you're at, and then they clip to the people inside. Right here, boom. So your mind just ties together that's what the inside of Always Sunny looks like. That's what the inside of the fucking apartment looks like for Monica, and that's what the fucking Seinfeld apartment looks like inside there. That building right there looks like just like that inside. No, that is set in L.A. The apartment's a building in New York. They're probably doing something like that in London, filming some show or another. You know, it's crazy. What? Well, like this building right here. Yeah. The warehouse for our thing is supposed to be like 300 feet by 300 feet, right? Yeah. Look at the size of the building. Oh, yeah, there's no way it could... No. Where's the warehouse? There's no place for the warehouse. I guess they imagine it's on the backside, but if you go to the backside, look. There's nothing here. So it's all their mind filling in all those gaps. I guarantee you I could probably fucking take that to the extreme. What are you thinking? I could probably show somebody a phone booth and then clip to them going inside, and it's like a goddamn palace. No. If we explain it like it's a spaceship, and that's what the spaceship looks like on the outside. On the inside, it's bigger. I'll take that bet. I'll say I guarantee it's canceled in the first. I guarantee it's canceled in the first season. That is so dumb. No one's gonna believe like shit. The phone booth is like that big. We're selling models of. People want models of the phone booth. You realize it's just a fucking phone booth. It's a phone booth. You could go down and take a picture of the phone, of any fucking phone booth. They look the same. That was the point of it. That it could be any phone booth on your fucking booth. It can be anywhere. That's what those are actually. That's what it's supposed to be. It's a time and space and fucking he's jumping around, and it's when you get in it because you don't have the keys to it. It's a phone booth, but when he jumps in and he has the screwdriver and it fucking... He was supposed to only... I didn't want to be doing this forever. We said that he could only reincarnate. We put a limit. Just think about it, once you put something out there, it's no longer in your hands. That's what happens with these one-hit wonder people. They end up hating because no one wants to hear any of the other songs. The band, are confused, just like you. You're wondering why aren't the rest of their songs do that as good as that one? That one's really, really good. See, this one is kind of it's not really that good. And so they try to start making songs more like that one. Like, see, you're just trying to be that song. They're just as frustrated trying to figure out why this one song of theirs, of all their songs, probably one song that they don't even really fucking like. They have more. We got more artistic songs. It really doesn't really show. It's like 4 chords. What the fuck? I can write more 4-chord songs. Like, that's not. We don't. We want the same, but we don't. You gotta want it, and you don't want to do it. That's the thing. You with that, you want to do that. This is clearly showing you just trying to want to get us to give you money. How can you tell? It's just the vibrations of it. You can just tell coming out of the speaker. There's no real, like, you know? It doesn't have that anymore. Ever since so-and-so left the band, it just didn't seem the same. Well, I wrote all of his parts. I know. I think it's just the way he played it and his personality on stage. But our new guy's a better guitar player. We don't want a new guy. But this guy's better. He does better shit. I used to write the other guy's stuff. This guy writes, oh, okay, that's what it is. We liked it better when you were writing all the parts. But musicians don't like doing that. And I don't want to have to write all the parts. I want to be in a band where somebody, but you want my cash. It's a very simple equation. That's why I believe every band that loses a member, no matter how small or minute, if you change a member, unless you don't add any members, if you don't add any members, keep the name, but even then, everyone knows that one of the band members isn't there. But if you change any member, you are not the same. That's like taking Coke and then adding in a new flavor, like taking one of the flavors out and adding another flavor in and go, it's still Coke. Don't taste the same. But all we did was just change it to the company that gives us the caffeine. That's what it is then. But it's still caffeine. It just makes it taste weird. But it's better caffeine. It's healthier. I want the junky caffeine. It tastes better. Do you like light fucking sour cream? Diet Coke. No, you want the shitty shit. You want the shit that's gonna fuck up your veins. Why? 'Cause it tastes better. This is almost the same. You nailed it. Almost the same flavor, but better health benefits. Like I'm not gonna die. Oh, if I eat this, is this ambrosia? No? Then give me the goddamn shit I want. Fuck. When was it your job to save me from me? I get it's your job to save others from me, but save me from me? Go fuck yourself. Nothing sacred. Nothing. Nothing's private. I can't harm me. Bet you $50 I can. Fortunately for me, no one cares enough to watch that much. We'll have you locked up. I've been there, man. They don't care enough to watch you enough. Twice. Once I escaped, and the other time, they had no reason to keep me. They had no reason to keep me the first time. I went in voluntarily. They said I could check out in 3 days, and I knew it. I knew they weren't going to. I knew by the fact that the guy talked to me for 5 minutes in the morning, but less than 5 minutes, and basically the entire conversation with this guy was like, "Do you feel the same as you did yesterday?" He never talked to me to ask me about how I feel. I'm like, yeah, nothing's changed. You guys haven't, nothing's, okay, we're going to increase your medication, and then, so after 3 days of that, okay, I'm ready to go home now. No, we think you need to stay. I'm like, because you want to ride my fucking parents' insurance. I'm guessing that's your Porsche out there in the fucking parking lot? Yeah? Doc, that's your Porsche? That's your fucking Porsche? In the parking lot that I saw as I was coming in? Yeah. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Big surprise. That's someone you haven't even talked to. Ever. At all. In no capacity. Aside from, are you feeling the same as you did yesterday? Big surprise you don't keep them. Well, you're having problems with society. No, society's having a problem with me, so I came to get checked in because, not checked in, checked out to make sure to be looked at because people were worried. I'm not worried. I'm not worried at all. But I care about the people that care about me, and they wanted me to be checked out, so here I am. Oh, I know you want to keep me. The thing is, you can't. The thing is, I've already found my way out. When I came through those doors and I heard them click like that, I immediately scanned and found my way out. That quickly. And so help me, I said, that's how I'm getting out. I just went, I browse. That's how I'm getting out when they try and keep me. I hadn't even agreed to stay for 3 days. I'd already found my way out. And I did. Because the medication they're giving me was making me sleep like 18 hours a day. So when I stopped taking it, because I'm like, if you're not going to be fucking treating me, you're not going to be doing whatever, you're not even going to tell me what you think is wrong with me, you're just going to keep me, I refuse to take your medication. They give it to me, and I'm like, no. Well, you need to take it. The doctor said, I don't care. I am not taking that, and you are not making me. And they didn't. So I stayed awake for 2 fucking days. The third day I was awake, I'm like, I can't do this anymore. I was sleeping for almost a fucking week straight. So I stayed awake for 3 days. I'm like, I'm fucking out. I'm gone. I left my shit. I packed my pockets full of my cigarettes I had. I had a carton of cigarettes when I went in, and whatever packs I had. Left my Walkman, left all my clothes, left whatever I had there, and just fucking bailed. Exactly the way I said I was going to go when I fucking got there and those doors clicked behind me. Because I knew. People don't believe me. No one saw what I saw as I was going in either. Clouds don't straight line. Transparent as glass. Clouds don't do that. That's the thing is, like, as I keep being called insane, as I prove continually that I have clear use of my faculties. I'm clearly sane enough to do all these things by myself. God with me, but aside from that, there is nobody here. One of the reasons I'm no longer with my ex is because even with someone here, there was here alone. I can be alone by myself. I don't need someone else there to help me be alone. In fact, it's kind of sad. So, enough time had passed that had been feeling like that I moved on. I had to. I was dying. Honestly, this hurts, but it hurts less. Because there is no one here. You know? No one calls, no one texts, no one nothing. So, I'm not looking for sympathy. It's just the facts. So, I'm out here, and that's why I do this. Because I'm going to be talking out loud in my room anyways. So, I figured, why not? I enjoy them, actually, man. They're funny. I have fun doing these. Like I said, when I vent, it seems a lot less, even for my sake, even if no one else watches, I don't care if anybody watches or not. For me, it just seems less crazy to be doing this than to just be sitting in my living room screaming about motherfuckers and assholes and, watching the news and digesting it and seeing how blind both sides are. But even Fox News is starting to run things like Trump ran on blah, 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 and now he's betraying his voters. That's Fox News. They are water carriers. When they start turning, because they are the number one news network, the message is going to carry a little bit more, a little bit farther. The thing is, they brag about being the number one news network, but I really doubt they're counting in the people that are watching to see what the fuck they're saying. Or they are, and they're just being disingenuous, and they know that the other people are, even the other stations, affiliate stations of other stations, are watching. So yes, they're the most watched because late night needs comedy. You guys will take the viewership, and then you sell it to your viewership as like we're the most watched peoples because we're the most trusted. And then a good quarter to a third of your viewers turn it off and stop believing your shit, and then go write jokes and then get paid for making fun of how stupid you are. Oh, we still get you still get the advertisement, you still get all the money. And you're still the butt of a fucking joke. If I were so fucked up, like right now, I'm doing these. If there's a nightly show talking about how stupid I am, and they're right, and they're proving it. You know what I mean? I have access to. I don't have access to. So if there is a counter show, like like they're stitching my videos together somewhere in some odd universe, where my shit matters. And the reason he's a fucking stupid fuck, and then you see this right here, and they're breaking it down. I don't have access to that. Fox has access to all the ABC and all those other people. So they can know exactly what the fuck's being said about them, and like, dude, we're a joke. We're a joke, man. Oh, right. Bill Pizzagate, and then your president all but gives a hand job to Jeffrey Epstein. We gotta protect the kids, and what about the kids? But the kids Donald Trump walked in on. I understand that he's been a Democrat a lot longer than a Republican, so he needs to be arrested. When you guys were all worried about the Tea Party, what happened to the Tea Party? Oh yeah, passing fast. Same with Freedom Fries. Probably the same thing that's gonna happen with the Gulf of America. So, when you guys are wrong, you don't acknowledge it. You play the what about game. Because you can't just be wrong. What about Hillary's emails? What about Benghazi? What about you guys haven't got how are those trials going? Okay, when you get some information about that, we'll talk about what about Benghazi. Until then, how about you shut the fuck up and start listening for a change instead of talking all the goddamn time, and then maybe you'll know some shit. So busy fucking talking, you never hear anything. If anyone tries to talk, you just talk over them because you don't like what they have to say. Because it proves that you're wrong. But I really want, I'm wrong, but I really, just do me the solid and let me be right. Just let me have Cash Patel, please. Just, I know it's dumb. Please. I'm gonna keep bitching and whining. Yeah, we're gonna keep bitching and whining. See? Okay. Give him enough rope. Give him enough rope. He'll hang himself in 2 months. The one thing he wasn't expecting would be to run and to have things go his way. Now he's got to produce stuff. When has Donald Trump ever produced anything? Money, documents, proof, evidence, facts, willingly. How long did he fight Marla Maples that Tiffany Trump wasn't his kid? I had to do research to find out, but I guarantee it wasn't just an immediate, like, yeah, I did that. I guarantee. I'm a family man. I have a beautiful wife and three beautiful kids. I forgot about Eric. I always forget about Eric. The balls. The balls. To have a bishop, preacher, minister of any kind ask you to adhere to the Bible, and you just storm out in a huff about it. It wasn't exciting. They didn't demand. Didn't preach. They didn't enforce. They asked. And calm solid. This person was spewing leftist communist bullshit. And like Jesus said on the Sermon on the Mount, that was her voice, literally. And just screaming, foaming at the mouth. Obviously an anti-Trumper. Just, you went there for church, not to be lectured. Oh, I forgot. Donald Trump's above. Reproof, reproach, condemnation. Lord, say anything about the dear orange Hitler, and you are going to find yourself at the back end of a lot of death threats from a lot of toothless, misspelling fucks. If they're not toothless, then they're brainless. I don't care how many people he fucked over. He's gonna help us. He has zero track record of paying his bills. Zero track record of fidelity to his wives. Zero track record of fucking making any fucking thing of value. Zero record of fucking being a good businessman. Zero record. The art of the deal, making anyone a million. You know what? What turns out is I say the art of the deal, and I fucking learned how to make $1 million, and I learned the art of the deal. This motherfucker knows what he is talking about and has earned me. When's the last time you heard someone say, man, that advice Donald Trump gave me, dude, I earned so much fucking money. And I'm not talking about a get-rich-quick scheme like a fucking meme coin or NFTs. Berkshire Hathaway, long-term investment. Donald Trump he's appealing to you because there's new money, there's old money, and there's new money that has been around for long enough to understand why old money hates him. There's always. And then the opposite of that would be no money, which is us. So there's 4, but in the big class, technically the money is ours. For some reason we just keep throwing it at these fucking assholes. Meanwhile, is someone going to fix our road? And they're like, fuck you. Anyways, how are we going to pollute the air more to kill these fucks so that they have to get them to... You make oxygen, right? Right. So how do we sell that to them? Right. I know they're screaming about the heat. We have underground bunkers. Fuck. Shut the fuck up. They're not your Great Lakes. They are great. But it's a huge body of fresh water. You don't understand how much money is in that fucking thing. Now, out there saying to the real owners of the planet, Jeff Bezos, Elon Musk, Mark Zuckerberg. We own the world. What do we want to... Shut the fuck up! In case you guys too know it. Hey, I'm having a hard time hearing you guys. Maybe you could raise your hand. That's what he said to a Nazi party because he wanted them to all go. Oh, yeah, we saw you on TV. And we're with you. Oh, I still can't hear anything, but I can see your hands clearly. Go back and watch it. Go back and watch him addressing AFD. He didn't have any problem hearing her asking, like, are you there? Yeah, but I'm having a hard time hearing you. Maybe you can raise your hands? Why would you say that to a party known for supporting Hitler after you just went on stage and did a Heil Hitler salute? Because then you're not alone. And misery loves company. Fucking idiots, man. He has no... Yeah, he wants to help us all out. He wants to help the humanity, you know, like by selling Tesla cars for how much? Can any of you afford a ride on SpaceX? Can any of you afford a Uber ride in a thing? You know what? That probably will be his thing. Yeah, that's how he'll save us all some money. We'll get all the cars off the road, and as Elon gets his fucking fleet of Cybertrucks, which of course they're so ugly, you're not going to want to drive one, so you want to get the fuck out of it as soon as possible. So you don't want your shit inside, so you get all your shit out. It's public transportation. It's not. It's a personal bus, and we have a fleet of them that we pay Elon for. Public transportation has been privatized. Public schools, privatized. Well, the Elon School, Musk School of AI Intelligence Online Academy. You just put the brain chip into they'll drill a hole in your fucking head and put a slot in there. We just put an expansion slot. And then Elon's dick is just constantly just like pounding you in the side of the head like you love, you know, because he's so rich, which makes him so fucking smart. And so his dick will just be sitting there, and Trump's dick will be sitting on your lips because he made it happen because you love the taste of his orange fucking flavored cock. Sorry, Tanner, orange Tanner flavored. That's what I meant, because motherfucker hasn't had tang since the 80s. Well, I've got a lot of jokes for that one there, but they're all just starting to go into Anthony Jeselnik, and I'm not quite there yet. But by the thoughts that just popped in my head, maybe I should give old Anthony another watch. Like I said, I can usually do a barometer of my life, and so far I can only make about 4 or 5 jokes for him. Like, okay, I gotta stop. I think I can make a whole thing, which is bad. Wish you knew how bad that is. If I've been told correctly, that's about it. No. Not gonna do that. I was about to get it. I felt something slap my tongue. No. It's not long. Not long. Months. Year, 2, 3, 5. Who knows? God knows. I can tell you one thing. There's a bad, no good day coming. These two realities, conservative, liberal, who's telling the truth? We cannot live in a world. We just can't. Where there are two truths. Not at this level. Not this fundamental base level that a tariff is a tax or a tariff is a tax on another country. We cannot live. Not that level. Where we're arguing about what good and bad are. Well, from my standpoint, from our standpoint, anything that hurts the world is bad. Well, from my standpoint, anything that hurts my budget, fuck your budget. Mainly because money isn't real, asshole. Air is. Water is real. Fire is real. Trees are real. House real. Music real. Money not real. You want to know how not real it is? Mark Zuckerberg and Elon Musk have a fuck ton of it. Loser Elon Musk. Chainsaw! Probably the first time he's ever touched one. Fucking loser. That jump on stage is probably like one of the second or third time he's probably ever jumped. At least it looked like it. I wouldn't expect him to have jumped in the last 20, 30 years. Ever. Not for joy. Not to get out of the way of something. That is a look of someone who has no self-awareness in 3D space. No, that fucking weird crab armor he was wearing out there. Did I wear my fucking... Yeah, for Halloween, I did that, but I've got my whole thing. I've got a whole novel I wrote, and I'm slowly but surely putting the character together. Now I've got the backpack, I've got the shield, I got a bunch more shit. I still haven't got the sword. I got a bunch more stuff to go with it. Does it look stupid? Yeah. I was still fatter. I was still like at 200 pounds when I wore that. I'm like 178 now, man. It's gonna be looking good here in a second. It's gonna be looking good here in a second. I got my armor. I got like the long hair wig, which I didn't want that. I wanted it to be about like this long because that's about how long I pictured it. But the only one it was like for $4. I figured I could give it a haircut, you know. But I was like, fuck it. It looks. I mean, it's long as shit. I'll just leave it long. Who cares? My hair wasn't that long, but of course, I mean, when you're writing stories and shit, you do it too. It is kind of like I said. It's very, very loosely based on my friendship with Otis Paul Clark, Opie. Very, very loosely. We were really tight, really close brothers. We were really big drug addicts, and he really did eventually go and do some shit that kind of, betrayed me, but nothing like what's in the fucking book. That's a high exaggeration. It's a high exaggeration because I met Opie when I was 14 or 15, and we kind of parted ways when I was about 18. Because he was getting too into drugs and shit, and I moved to Michigan. I came back, we hung out for a bit, and he was a completely different dude. Had been on like a bunch of shit that I really didn't take part of, and he just became somebody else. And then eventually we just drifted apart, and then he started getting really heavy into drugs, and then he got into a car wreck, and now he's no longer as fast as he used to be, so he thinks he's like as quick as he used to be trying to steal stuff, and it used to be like a fucking blur of his hand. Now it's like, bitch, I saw that. Before, at least it was like a, you know what I mean, just like a, and it wasn't for me. We'd usually be at somebody else's house, you know what I mean? I don't judge, and so when I see it happen in my place, I can't be like, hey man, how dare you, because I've seen him steal from other people. But at the same time, one, I never judged his ass, and I never did anything like that. I never reported him or anything like that. Oh, the Jaguar. No, hear me out. Just the things that I've done to help him, The way that we were brothers, like the same way I wouldn't turn if it was my actual brother. It was my actual brother. That's different. But if he was my actual brother, you know what I mean? We grew up. We've been spending time. You know, we've always. It's kind of like you find out your brother stole a fucking steak from the store because he doesn't have any money that day. Are you gonna go down to Piggly Wiggly? Oh yeah, this one that's on discount. He stole that from you. I thought you should know and you should arrest this man. No, he doesn't have a job, and yes, he's hungry right now. Arrest him. He stole. No, I'm not gonna judge him. Need a place to crash. Needs fucking clothes. Need fucking drugs. Need whatever. Always had his back. So it's like it's a bit different when, you know what I mean? When there's a corporation that's stealing land and fucking opportunity from you. When people are setting up all their fucking houses on the lakefront so we can't fish anytime we want to without running afoul of their fucking trespassing signs. Well, there's a public place. Oh, you mean the shittiest place where? Yeah. The shittiest one. Where we crammed like 500 people into like this one little beach because you guys have bought up all the beachfront property. Well, we paid good money. To who? Seriously, look me in the fucking eyes and tell me, to who did you buy that Native American land from? Which Native American port did your forefathers properly immigrate into this country through? Oh, then it's just we just savagely took it, and then so if the Mexican people start coming over here and savagely start taking your fucking jobs, start savagely taking your shit, and start savagely bringing drugs like you brought alcohol and disease. Oh, that's why you want to stop it, because you know exactly where it's going. Well, the problem is that's not where it's going, assholes. That's where you're afraid it's going. Because that's what you did! Newsflash, we're not you. Newsflash. You guys are the biggest pieces of shit. You guys are the ones that would do that. You guys are the ones that taught Hitler how to do it. You guys are the ones that fucking taught the fucking Afghani people to repel Russia. And like me, thought, okay, you're going to love me for doing this job and helping you out. And then they turn around and go, now you're fucking Walter. You're like, hey, man! Terrorist! It wasn't a terrorist when they were doing it to the Russian people? Well, yeah, probably with Donald Trump in charge now, it would now be a thing that you did it to the Russian people. But back then, with Ronald Reagan, when he was trying to make America great again, he was trying to stop the Russian people. Oh, I get it. So he wants to make it great again by becoming friends with Russia to then fuck them over again and ruin their economy and then shut down the ruble to be worthless so that their entire people hate us because we say democracy is the best thing, and then we don't give any like real solid blueprints aside, like just vote. That's what we do, we vote. Bye. Where? Make a voting station. Just like a box? Or what? We don't have voting machines. Oh, I wonder how their votes and stuff ended up getting overturned in like fraudulent elections and things like that. I wonder how things got this way. It wouldn't be America's meddling, would it? Matter of fact, I'm pretty sure you can trace. Yeah. Yeah, it was the fighting shit was kind of contained to Europe and Asia. because you guys couldn't get along. So much so that you couldn't get along with each other, so you set out in a boat to try and find somewhere else, anywhere else. Perhaps the brave new world. We can start anew exactly the same. No? They left Plymouth Rock and landed at Plymouth Rock. They left Hampshire and landed in New Hampshire. They left Jersey and ended up in New Jersey. See, we're not the same. We get to do the ass fucking in this town. I'm tired of my ass getting fucked by those fucking assholes. I want to do some fucking. Brown people, anyone smaller than us. That's what they did. You know, they never picked on anyone bigger than them. So hold them down. They're smaller. They have bows and arrows. Perfect. Gun. Rock, paper, scissors. Gun. Rock, paper, scissors. Pox. Rock, paper, scissors. Language you don't speak. Sign a contract, please. Well, you should have signed the contract, and I had to stick to it, and this boomstick to enforce my contract that you signed it. You signed it. I thought you were being fucking nice and hand me a big-ass basket of bees and blankets, which got us sick as fuck. That was your plan. Okay, yeah, fucking dick! The bold, majestic eagle. Look how she soars, soaring like she's never soared before. Rustling feathers, turning eagles into vultures. Chris Cornell. Hands all over the words I utter. Change them into things you want to, like balls of clay. Hey, put your hands away. His speaking does enough. You don't have to mold it into anything else. The meaning is right there. Stop trying to change what he's saying. They're eyeing cuts to Medicaid, Medicare, things like that. When I was 18, I had plans to go to the desert, like I said, to meet God. It says in the Bible, if you wanna meet God, go to the desert. Makes sense. There's no life out there. The only thing that could live out there would be God. There's lizards and shit, but no, I'm talking like the desert. We've got some deserts here. I was talked out of going at 18. Maybe it's time to go. I'm so fucking sick of this place, and I just don't care anymore. I mean, I was borderline suicidal when my doctor put me on Lexapro recently. And coming off Tramadol, I just think whatever creates serotonin in your brain, I think this world killed it in me a long time ago. I just don't think I have it, which is why it's so hard for me to. I kicked OxyContin and oxycodone cold turkey, and I started tapering down the Tramadol, no problem. And then, like I said, when I got below 4 a day, I just bottomed the fuck out. I mean, completely the fuck out, like I haven't been since I was 18. And so she won't give me on that. So like, Lexapro, it's not causing any serotonin side effects. I'm not having any like brain zaps and shit like that. I'm not putting on weight like I did with Paxil. Not getting suicidal like I was with Cymbalta. Um, so I guess she's thinking everything's working fine. I'm not having problems. I'm still tapering down on myself, and she only sees me like once a month. And so I went in to do it once every 2-3 months, and I go in to do my fucking thing. And she's checking on my stuff, and she's like, "How's everything?" I'm like, "Yeah, how's Lexapro? It's fine." And she was talking about like whatever, and I'm just like, I look her in the eyes, I'm like, I guess she's expecting like this new lease on life with Lexapro and serotonin. I'm like, I still don't care. I still don't care. I still don't give a fuck. I have to see my doctor soon, and I'm like, look, if I'm being completely honest, I'm at the point I don't give a fuck right now so much that I'd get back on the Oxycontin and oxycodone and the full tramadol and get completely off Lexapro. Because at least then I wouldn't care about the things I care about that bother me so badly. At least I'd be like in a vegged out state like I was for those years I was on it. I won't be upset, I won't be mad, and I won't be in pain. The only difference has changed now is that now I'm in pain. All the pain is back. And it's not that I care about the things anymore, but it's just like, don't bother me. The more fucked up I am, the more they don't bother me. It bothers me, but I know there's nothing I can do about it, so I just let it go because I'm not impotent in my own life. I can do things about. I can do things about it. It's better that I don't. Not for me. Oh, I know what the best thing for me is. Can I live with myself afterwards? I think so. The more I start to rationalize how, the more I can live with myself afterwards. The universe is a constant, self-improving machine. Different expansions and contractions. Each expansion gets smaller as what's desired out of the end results gets narrowed down. Everything we do in this contraction, expansion, contraction, may not even make it to the next expansion, contraction, because imagine like a huge case, a huge, all the episodes of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire being played simultaneously on different screens. And they're all paced to go about the same speed and end, because they're all about an hour long, right? Or however long they are. And even if there's 2 episodes, you cut it in half and then you stack those beside each other. And you hear it start. People fail out, people fail out, people fail out, win, cash out, win, fail. In the end, there's like about 2 or 3 people out of all the episodes that managed to be a millionaire. Now we're at the final contraction, expansion. Those 3 or 4 will not make it to the last expansion contraction because they are not as pure as the one true God. It's a purification process. Each expansion contraction is however long it is. They're saying right now about 14 billion years. They're starting to change their mind now, and I've noticed they started changing their mind ever since I started pointing out the fact that if you divide 14 billion by 7, you get God's day is 2 billion years. Which means he rested in the 6th fucking day, which means, where's he at right now? He's sleeping. And every time he wakes up, takes a good look at what's been going on. Because he now has all knowledge of everything that's happened from before. From the first dream where he was dreaming, sleeping, this comes in. Okay, I did not like all of that. I'm going to go back to bed. I've got basic blueprint down now. And start all over, but none of those assholes. None of that shit. None of that shit. It's a smaller contraction. It's looking good. Now that I've had time to look at it, I could do without even those people. Sorry. I could even do without this part of myself. I don't like that about me. Expansion gets a bit smaller. Contraction. Yeah. I could do some touch up where I could get my pecs a bit bigger, I think. So let's get that out of there. Expansion, contraction. With a little hindsight, I may have spoke too harshly. Expansion, smaller, contraction. Till eventually, the only thing left is pure God. What's there left to do then? I know. I can forget everything and start all over. Big expansion! Contraction. Okay, well that was something, but I mean, could do something. Like people and stuff? Yeah, like people and stuff. Big expansion, contraction. And some of those people kind of sucked. They did suck. Expansion, contraction. Man, it's down just the last 3 of us. Have we ever thought about which one of us is right? I don't want to fight any of you, but I mean, one of us obviously has to be right, right? I'm not trying to shit on anybody, but right? What'd I do? Start all over. Everything big, huge control. Who am I and how does this keep happening? What is this? Do something different. Behold, the Bible says, I did something new. He's gone through the expansion contraction so many times, he knows exactly how it's going to go. So much till he wrote a fucking book about it. Because none of this is coming from me, to be completely honest. All this stuff is I've been studying the Bible and watching everything else going around and comparing the two together. Knowing that their translation is wrong of the Bible. Has to be. I'd have to read it in ancient Aramaic. From the original drafts, from the original papers, I'd have to find the prophecies that were found in Qumran. I'd like to know how many Dead Sea Scrolls were found. At the time Yeshua was walking the earth, a king is either Assyria or Syria. Forgive me for not knowing. I think it's Assyria. I could be wrong. I only say that because I think Syria is still a place right now, and I think Assyria. I'm not saying it's not a place, but the place that it comes into play later. There was a king that worshiped God, and they were putting his prophets to death. So he got 100 of them and hid them in the caves where they were fed, where they prophesied. And they're fed water, and the king brought them food. I'm not sure if it was just bread or what, but they were given living water. I think it said the living water came from hid them in caves to prophesy. The location of this place where this king was, 30 miles from Qumran. Where a goat herder, a kid, was throwing rocks into a cave. And here's clay brick. They go in, they find the Dead Sea Scrolls. Different languages. I believe there was Greek. Some were done in copper plating. Some were done on metal. Some were done in papyrus. Some were done, you know what I mean? They all had the Gospels of Jesus. So if the Bible's correct and they hid prophets in the caves, the Bible we're reading was prophesied to be read the way it is now by those prophets in that cave, and which means there should be another cave somewhere. There should have been 50 in that cave and 50 in another cave. There should be another cave nearby, not far, somewhere, probably hitting. Would you really tuck them right next to each other? If you have 100, you're a king. You fought, been back in those days, you had to fight wars and shit to be a king. You're gonna stash all your resources in one fucking place? Fuck you. Look around the area. Think a bit strategically. If you and don't think like, oh, this is just a random cave with some fucking writings in them. If I were going to be hiding some fucking prophets, 50 in one cave, 50 in another, from a military or a strategic standpoint, so that they're trying to kill these guys. So if they catch those 50, they won't catch these other 50. If they catch these 50, they won't catch the other 50. Where would I put them? Qumran, from that place to where would I go? Probably about the same distance, probably in the other direction. I'm thinking probably in the other direction. Because you can find them, you start searching the hill, okay, there's nothing else, and you give up. Just like we've done. Oh, I guarantee they swept those entire fucking things. There's no other case in there. Think, fuckface. Think. Use that thing in your head to think. Use it. It's a brain. Combine the things they're telling you with the things they're not telling you, and extrapolate. But there's not much extrapolation needed, because the book says a king hid 100 prophets in a cave in the province of the area within walking distance of the dot of the center of that fucking thing. Within 30 miles is Qumran. 30 miles is walking distance. Get the fuck out of here. Especially back then. There were no fucking cars. Camels. It's walking distance. Fuck off. So, That means that part of the book is true. What? Wait, what? Okay, so that part of the book's true. What were they prophesying? So when we translate our Bibles now, so the Dead Sea Scrolls said, oh, this is a cult that was following Christ back then. Right? Because it matches up, Mark, Luke, and so why would a prophet prophesy at the time? No, these are like handbooks. They're each writing handbooks for other people to. No, that don't make no fucking sense. His makes more sense. His idea makes more sense. And his book is backed by something that's in the fucking Bible. And it matches with stuff that's going on right now. It combines past, present, and future to come together in a way yours does not. This was the formation of the beginnings of religion of the... Oh, they all met in a cave? They're persecuting Jews. Were they? Were they? Yes, they were. I mean, Rome was... I mean, the Roman Catholic Church, they were... Okay, his makes more sense. Yeah, his makes more sense. Oh, that's right, because we hate Jews, and Jews are around there, and Jews aren't really known for, like, nailing people to crosses. So it has to be the Roman Catholic Church. I mean, I know Constantine had his big revelation. So instead of killing people for believing God, he started killing people who didn't believe in God. Because that's justified. So you mean Jeffrey Dahmer got on stage and got, I never ate an innocent person. I only ate junkies and people that robbed people. Okay? So I'm doing you the favor, fuckwad. I'm cleaning up your streets. Well, please don't get there fast enough and it tastes good. Have you ever had fried pinky toe? Oh, it's to die for. Deboned, of course. I'm not a fucking savage. Oh, he's killing the good. Dexter's a fucking hero. No, that's what justice is about. He does his research. And then he slaughters the fuck out of him. There's so many ways to deal with stuff that is not the way we deal with things. We ignore intelligence for obedience. Obedience gets you money. Others see that example. The ones who defy hard. Steve Jobs just yelled his way into being a billionaire. Berated people. Right, but why does it have two buttons? There should be one button. Okay, I get you. If you have one, but this does two, right? Okay, but could it be just one button? Cool. Why don't we work on that? And then you're doing excellent, man. That's doing great. See, I mean, that way it's like, you know, My brilliance cannot slow down to explain to you peons who are doing all the work what my brilliance... No, dude. You're not getting your point across. Now, it's one thing if you've been in there 20 times and, like, it needs to be as sleek as possible. I hired you so that I don't have to think of everything. And you're making me have to do your fucking job. It's not what the fuck I hired you for. I hired you because you're a brilliant goddamn programmer. And I told you, it's got to run faster than this, and you hand in your finished product, and it's not running faster than this. Do you want me to yell at you? Did I hire the wrong person? Get your shit together. Deliver me something faster. Or you're going to be looking for another fucking job. There won't be a third time of me telling you I'm sorry. I already told you this is not fast enough, and you turn into something that's fucking... It is fast. It needs to be faster. Then your coding is not streamlined enough. I don't care what the fuck you have to do. Think outside the fucking box. Get this shit done. Then invent whatever needs to be invented. Let me know what needs to be invented, and we'll fucking do it. Well, I can't because it's... Okay, so we know the problem. Let's go talk to the IT guys. Hey, hey, man. That's as fast as it goes. Let's invent something that goes faster, because this motherfucker's program is going ready to go fast, and you can't go fast. You're the problem. You're the hang-up now. Then invent something. Stop using current technology and figure out what it is it's doing, okay? And find another way to do it. They used this last time, and just to open that bottleneck up. I don't care. You got 2 months. Go ahead, take some fucking LSD. Snort some cocaine. Whatever fucking takes to make you fucking think outside enough to stop using the same shit and get this bottleneck fixed. We know what the problem is. Current technology does not allow us to do it, so let's fucking figure out a way to go around it. I'm not saying I have the idea. That's why I hired a bunch of the best fucking engineers. Not to hear that can't be done. I wanted to hear that currently can't be done, but I see what you're saying. I can come up with something. I can probably figure out a way to get around that. Yeah. Give me about 2 weeks. A week and a half? I'm telling you, man, it'd be best if I have 2 weeks. I'll try to have it. And, and you got to trust that person when they say 2 weeks. You say, can you do it in a week and a half? No. I can go ahead and tell them 2 weeks. And you can do it in 2 weeks, yeah. Those big Apple things. All this is a fucking auditorium where Steve comes out and jacks off in front of everybody, and everybody fucking like Gallagher is waiting for it to happen. Yeah, we really can't push that back by 5 days. My turtleneck might fucking shrink by then. I'm dying of cancer, and if I am not there to announce this before I go, who will know that I yelled at you enough to get this done? This place just kills me, man. It's just been breaking my heart since I was 5 or 6. Like I said, when I transplanted from Oakland, California, a biracial kid, to Louisiana, I didn't even know what the word racism meant. Because even at fucking 7 years old, I would have gone, Mom and Dad, that probably wouldn't be the best place for you two to move. Because I'm not a fucking idiot. Wait. Hang on. I'm 7 years old. Yeah. And you're suggesting to me that we move to a place where white people don't like black people. Yes. Dad, have you looked in the fucking mirror? Mom, have you looked at Dad? I know you don't see color, but you're not really actually color fucking blind, are you? Because I'm 7. I'm saying this is a bad fucking idea. This isn't a good idea. Is there anywhere else? I mean, I get if there's nowhere else, then let's do it. I'm 7, okay? And I know this is a horrible fucking idea. It was a great idea until you said, oh yeah, have you ever heard of racism? I said, no, what's that? Oh, some people don't like black people. Okay. And? We're moving down there. Oh, no, that's not a good idea. Why? 'Cause you're black, Dad! Look at me! What are they gonna think about the two of you and me? I can tell you, I was told. I'm an abomination to God. Not like I gave it any fucking weight. Dude, it's all, hey, you got an accent. You sound funny. Your bottom lip don't move when you talk. Do you know that? You just sound like Elmer Fudd got kicked in the fucking throat or some shit, or he like done grown old and to stop with the, I don't know, something wrong with you, boy. Foghorn Leghorn, boy. That's what you remind me of. Gee whiz, Trigger. Put that pea shooter away before you hurt somebody. You remind me of Robin Hood. That's who you remind me of. Have a heart, Sheriff. Well, now you just gotta pay your taxes. And everybody's gotta pay their taxes. I love Robin Hood, but I always hated those fucking guys. Sheriff of Nottingham? Fuck him. I thought it was great when Robin Hood tricked him. Golly, Trigger, put that pea shooter away before you shoot somebody. He's like, I didn't know it was you, Clarence. All right, it's all right. I thought you was that damn old Robin Hood, but you don't sound nothing like no damn old Robin. You sound just like Clarence. I was fucking stupid over here. Then I moved down south and I found out why they sound like that every time they're trying to portray someone being fucking stupid. We are 49th in the goddamn education system and we want it worse. We want to be 50th. You're going to end this goddamn DEI, CRT, whatever else they're saying about the LGBT 1475 starts now. You are not changing my son's sex. Did someone change his son's sex? They gave him another operation the next day, but he was acting queer for a day or two. I don't like it. He said, Daddy, what's that between your legs? I said, penis, son, I'm peeing. You know what that felt to me? I have to explain to my son what a penis is for. You mean being a dad? I'm sorry you had to be a dad. Oh, you thought if you never told them about it, they just would never do anything? And Junior was planned, or? Right, because you didn't know anything about sex. And it felt better. I wonder how Junior's fucking life's gonna turn out. Watching his miserable dad scream at the TV about CRT and LGBTQ and DEI and DIE and CRT cathode ray tube TVs, and back when the big TVs were big, and heavy. CRT TVs. I want them back. God damn it! You're getting rid of my CRTs and my DIEs. I want a DIEs. It all boils down to you're afraid. You're afraid of what's real. We may have unlocked the key to human evolution. Scientists may have found how to stop aging entirely. Well, that was going to work great for me. I'm 85. Yes, that's exactly what we're thinking. We're thinking about populating the world with a bunch of 85-year-olds. That's exactly what we're thinking. We weren't thinking about teaching your kids that there's no such thing as a constitution. Shutting down the education system. Chipping their brains, which then would be fucking normal. Tagging them like cattle. Letting them mass produce while being uneducated about what they're doing. Letting them live forever. When little baby Elon, I want you to shut your fucking mouth to the president. Hey, buddy, hey. We don't talk like that. What are you doing? Where'd you learn that? Come here. Kids are precocious, aren't they? Someone's been getting in the TV. You're not going to your mom's house. Kids. It's hard to stop. Anyways, as I was saying, we're going to go, the stock market's going high, as you can tell. It was going kind of low. But it's back high. And that's a good thing. Did everybody back there see how high the stock market's going? High. It won't hit, sir. It won't hit. It's just going to keep rising. There's no ceiling to hit through. And see, Ben, want to make sure that you knew that he likes you too. See, there's nothing wrong with it. I'm just saying goodbye. I'm just saying goodbye. This is how we all say goodbye now, right? Right? Everyone, this is how we say goodbye now. Bye. No wave. There's an arm out. You know how you do when you see your best friend, like, hey, Jim! Tammy! I can't believe it! It's Frank! Hey, buddy! Hey, buddy. How are you? We can high five really easy. Come and just walk into mine. There we go. I like you use the left. I like that. Everybody uses the right. You just had to go left. I like that. It's easy to high five that way. Like it! Fucking idiots. And that's why, my neighbors think I'm fucking crazy, I'm sure. I would be doing this anyway without a fucking camera on. So that's why, this is what I do. Buyer's remorse hasn't set in yet. It's been 3 weeks. They're riding high on the victory. 3-4 weeks, whatever the fuck it is. They're riding high on the victory of owning the libs. The repercussions haven't started to hit them yet. They'll hit them very soon. USAID helps a lot of farmers who voted Trump. If they didn't get hit last month, they might get hit this month. He's going, man, it's just he's going to get the money, and then so we got to reapply and get it done the right way. But I applied last time, and I got my shit. And no, mine's the legal There's no money in the fund anymore. Well, I mean, SpaceX just got another $400 million. So y'all are lying? What do you mean, duh? That's the problem. They don't know who they're fucking with. They lied to the wrong people. You know, you can rip some people off and they won't. But man, God, I should have known better. Fuck, I should have known better. These are guys that are ready to stand back and stand by. They're not fucking around. They're proud. If you fuck up their pride, they're gonna want it back. Apparently we broke into the wrong house last time, gentlemen. We owe America a debt of gratitude, don't we? Because even though we were assholes, and in their face, they made fun of us. They thought we were the idiots to do that too. How will spread the word? We're the ones who will burn stuff we own in a protest. We're the ones that will attack our own capital because you convinced us that it was a lie, what was happening to us. But the lie was yours. So again, I say we attacked the wrong house. We were willing to die before. We didn't have a cause. Mama didn't get her check this month. Farmers are people getting laid off. And Elon Musk's gold chains are getting bigger and his memes are getting worse, and he's the HUD got hacked. Okay. Go back and watch the exchange between Sean Hannity, Musk, and Trump. Everything Trump is doing is trying to exert the image that he is the president, that he's in charge, Musk is below. Musk tries to go, you have to watch body language. When you have a fucking abusive dad, you learn this shit. Musk tries to, you're giving it away too hard. They're more intelligent than probably other people are. So Musk tries to control. Causes Trump to do some more shit. Just watch it and actually read what's going on. Read what's really going on. With Macron. Real money. That was to punch Donald Trump in the face on world television to show everyone there's nothing to be afraid of. He cannot handle pushback. He literally shits his pants. Watch Macron walking up. I don't mean to. He has a nose. He has a bigger nose. Keep that in mind. He walks. Don't take my word for it. Please watch the video. The meeting of Macron and Trump. Pause now. Don't let me influence your thoughts. You watch it and come back and tell me what you fucking think about it. He walks up and shakes Trump's hand. They do the usual exchange of, who's, because he tried to pull Macron in the first time, and they go, okay. The second time, Macron took it to another level, didn't he? Their long handshakes. When they walk up, they kind of do the quick little thing like they were doing, and then Macron, I don't know if Trump tried to get the last one, they more than likely did. I could feel, are we gonna actually do this? And then they lock up, and they're doing that. It's like, I will do this as long as whatever. I'll smile and I'll whatever, but they're just like, and they're just holding hand. Watch it. But as he gets grip on his hand and turns to face the camera, watch his face drop when he catches the smell. Then watch his body as he tries hard not to inhale. Watch. Go back and watch. He goes, you see like a shock on his face. And then he doesn't breathe. Through his mouth, through his nose, his chest does not rise or fall. The smell hits him. The one that Adam Kinzinger described as poop, makeup, and cheap perfume. Because he has a diaper and he shits himself. It's stressful events, stressful things. Meeting someone like Macron who is willing to fight back. The UN sided against Russia. U.S. sided against Ukraine. It means U.S. for the first time since NATO sided against an institution it helped to our allies and friends say that guy's the enemy. Our intelligence that's not loyal to Donald Trump says that guy's the enemy. Our judges, our politicians who are not loyal to Donald Trump go, that guy's the enemy. Then Donald Trump and all his lackeys go, that's our friend. That's the dictator, the comedian who got duly elected to office in a democratic way. That's a dictator. He did the whole war thing so he could declare martial law so he could become president. I wonder where Trump would get that idea from. Has that been running in his idea, in his mind? If I declare martial law as commander-in-chief, we don't have to have any elections anymore, and now I'm just president forever. Because he's an idiot. Stupidity will be your undoing. Not knowing what you don't know will be your fucking downfall. Not fearing what you don't know. No one knows more about nuclear stuff. We fired the wrong guys. Okay, so apparently someone knows more about it. Maybe you guys, can you help us get in touch with the people that used to guard the nuclear missiles? No? Okay, don't worry about it. I'm sure they'll cover itself. Just completely ignore that. Just ignore that news. Right? Did they ever get those guys back? Guys and gals. I'm sorry for saying guys. I speak in generalities. Guys. When I say guys, I've always, from a child, I don't mean males. I mean a group of people. Because out in California, guys and male and men and women said, hey, you guys. They come into the room, hey, you guys want to do this? Because you group. That's what we did. So I do that. I still do that because I mean everybody, because that's what they meant. That's what everybody meant. So it really pissed me off in the '90s, especially when people were like, "Well, you know what I mean, girl?" I'm like, you know what I mean, because that was a big push. Do you really think I walked in the room and said, "Hey, you guys want popcorn?" and looked at everybody in the fucking room and only meant the men? Is that what you really think about me? That's you know what I mean. That's what you think about me. I looked everyone in the eye. Say, "Hey, you guys want popcorn?" And then, what about the girls? Oh, you want me to be a semantical bitch? Oh, yeah, okay. Do you guys and girls want popcorn? I'm sorry, I was doing you a favor. I forgot to word your favor in the proper. I was gonna go make popcorn, but I think now I'm just gonna go fuck myself. Oh, that's my TV. I'm gonna take that with me. Hey. Oh, and those are my movies also. So I'm gonna take all that shit, and I'm just gonna go fuck myself. Hey, but you got a classroom, and you have electricity, so enjoy that. You don't want me around because I didn't phrase it the way you want me to phrase it. So you don't want anything from me, is what you're saying. Oh, you want everything from me, and you want me to give it to you the way you want, also. Gotcha. You're a semantical cunt. Male or female? I don't mean woman. I mean, you're a semantical cunt. Well, I don't like the way you said that. Well, I don't fucking give a fuck what you said. I don't give a fuck. You're a stupid person. That just shows how little you know. That just shows how dumb you are. That doesn't show how stupid I am. You said nothing that proves I'm actually not intelligent. Only stupid people cost that much. Well, fuck you, you fucking piece of shit. I'm still smarter than you, you dumb fuck. Again, if you can prove me wrong, I'm open to it. I'm open. If you're gonna come at me with theories about quarks and quasars until you tell me when you actually saw the last fucking one, we're all just guessing here. You can suck a dick. You can suck all the dicks. You can suck 20. You can suck 5. You choose how many dicks you suck, but it's gotta be at least one. Suck a dick. If you decide to keep on there, become like dicky monster. You know, that's you. I just said go suck a dick. It can be all the dicks. I don't care. I'm taking my dick out of the pool because I don't want Dicky Monster anywhere near my fucking dick. Well, there's one Dicky Monster I'd let near my dick. There's a little exception to everything. I guarantee it. I guarantee it. I guarantee it. Of course it doesn't count for you. No. You do whatever you do. God damn. Alright, so 2 hours and 30 minutes, eh? I don't know, man. Got so much to say and so much to fucking. Not like anyone gives a fuck.